U.S. market panic. Did they find the creator of Bitcoin? Let's talk about it. And inflation hits home. I would say a home run, but I don't think it's funny. We got current events February 5th, 2024. I am Sot L, seeker of truth L, speaker of truth L. It is an absolute pleasure to be here. Let's jump into the dance. So what do we got here? We have, first and foremost, let's start off with some good news. Good news. We got some good news. U.S. factory orders rise moderately in December. New orders for U.S. made goods rose just moderately in December, but a pickup is likely in the months ahead as unfilled orders continue to pile up. We're going to see more of this. I like this. I like this news. Now, it's going to take a while to get more and more factories online, but with all of these trade issues, shipping issues, logistic issues, the reversal of globalization on a nation state level, I like to see manufacturing picking up in the U.S. That's good news. 100% good news moving forward. New quality glitch in the Boeing 737 will delay some deliveries. Look, Boeing, I hate pop-ups. Boeing company said on Sunday it will have to do more work on about 50 undelivered 737 MAX airplanes, potentially delaying some near-term deliveries. Look, I was speaking about this during the panorama, you know, when we were when we couldn't go outside, right? You know, they don't like certain words, man. Self-censor. And I was saying that, like, you should stay away from anything, cars, trucks, planes, anything that was built during the times when we couldn't go outside. Because, you know, not to say anything about anyone, but there was a lot of confusion. It was brand new. Certain people weren't making it. Certain people weren't going to work. A lot of manufacturing during that time is going to be suspect. And, you know, I guess I didn't anticipate, you know, airplanes being a part of this dance. Moving forward, hunger is India's biggest problem. One of the world's largest food producers leaves millions hungry. India is among the largest producers of these agricultural commodities, yet millions are still starving. Hunger is the biggest problem in India. A representative of Bunge told CNBC, adding that there's millions who are still going hungry. Apparently, these guys like our number. India is the second, let me just say it. India is the second largest food producer in the world based on calorie content. Yet the country came in 111 out of 125 countries in the recently published Global Hunger Index, which referred to the level of hunger in India's population as, quote, serious, end quote. So they're one of the largest, the second largest producer. And logistics. They're saying logistics, big part of the problem lies with logistics setbacks. The only reason is because there's no supply chain. No one talks about the supply chain. No one talks about the logistics. It's terrible. It's a terrible thing. Moving forward, CNBC mortgage rates jump back over 7% as stronger economic data rolls in. The average rate on a 30-year fixed mortgage hit 7.04% today. This is according to Mortgage News Daily. Mortgage rates have been on a wild ride since the summer, briefly crossing a 20-year high of 8%. With the all-important spring housing market closing in, rates are more important than ever, giving high and still rising home prices. Blah, blah. I hope, I trust you already bought what you was trying to, buy. Harbinger of some seriousness. McDonald's says Middle East turmoil is hurting its business. Now, McDonald's is one of the largest corporations in the world. They start talking about they're losing money. It's not gonna be a good thing with markets and stuff. McDonald's said growing tensions in the Middle East have hurt its business. The burger chain, reporting growing overall sales and earnings for fourth quarter, noted that the overseas tensions were weighing on the region's sales, and the company is monitoring the evolving situation. Look at this. Breaking news. My bad, squirrel. I got ADD, y'all. Buckingham Palace says King Charles III has been diagnosed with cancer. My man just pretty much got in there. Hey, I trust things happen the way they're supposed to. CNN Business. Why buying tickets to a game has become so unaffordable. Inflation hits a home run. It was a bad pun. Across the country, ticket prices have surged, making it impossible for many to afford to go see their favorite team play without spending a fortune. The price of tickets has surged far beyond inflation over the past few decades, and much of it has been by design. Teams create limited supply of seats, and increased competition for those seats among people with disposable income is driving up prices fiercely. Dynamic pricing for tickets on resale platforms and overbuilt new stadiums and arenas with more luxury suites and premium seats have also driven up prices. So because there's luxury suites and premium seats, that's why my general admission seat price is increasing. This is what they want you to believe, and they want you to believe that the inflation it's not the food producers' problem. It is the problem of the retail sales outlets. It's not the monetary controllers, specifically the Federal Reserve. It's actually the baseball stadiums. I don't know if I believe that. Moving forward, Dow falls nearly 300 points. S&P retreats from record as rates spike. McDonald's slides. Live updates. I probably wasn't supposed to say that last part. Stocks fell as Treasury yields spiked higher on concerns that the Federal Reserve may not cut rates as much as expected. Lackluster results from McDonald's also dampened investor sentiment. It's all bad. The 10 Treasury note was last up more than 13 basis points to 4.168%. As investors assessed a fresh batch of strong economic data that suggested rates may stay elevated for longer than anticipated. Quote, it's recalibration of expectations around how soon the Fed will pivot. End quote. This is Keith Lerner, Truist's co-chief investment officer, who went on to say, quote, the pivot trade is being unwound to a certain extent. The tension between a strong economy and what that means for the Fed is likely to continue to create these kinds of reset days. End quote. Reset days. I don't know. Are those corrections? I think it's a correction. 300 points. Is that a correction or is that a crash? I don't know. China, on the other hand, angry Chinese take to the U.S. Embassy's social media account to vent about plunging stock market. Y'all know China's stock market is not doing its dance right now. Tens of thousands of people in China are flocking to an unusual venue to vent their outrage about the continuing meltdown in the country's stock market. They've been posting comments on a Chinese language social media account of the U.S. Embassy in Beijing, expressing anger and frustration with the market rout. Mainland Chinese markets slumped again today after their worst week in years. More than 1,800 stocks on the Shanghai and Shenzhen markets, accounting for a third of all stocks listed in China, slumped more than 10%. A post by the embassy Friday on Weibo about protecting wild giraffes in Africa attracted more than 160,000 comments, many of which were unrelated to animal protection. Quote, the U.S. government, please help Chinese stock investors, end quote, a user wrote in a repost of the article. Many posts later appeared to be scrubbed by censors. Chinese authorities have recently stepped up their censorship of criticism about the stalled economy and market chaos. CNN has reached out to the U.S. Embassy for comment. Look, misinformation and that's what the World Economic Forum was talking about. I think, maybe those posts were misinformation and disinformation and needed to be censored. Or maybe we're tripping and we got some stuff coming. The hidden reason some U.S. homes are losing value. Quick answer. Fire. the increase of wildfires, as well as the increase in floods. Many homeowners in the U.S. are losing the home insurance policies that they love. Major insurers like State Farm and Allstate are no longer offering new policies in California. State Farm attributes this to increased wildfire risk, inflation, and other challenges in the region. Louisiana and Floridian homeowners are facing similar issues due to flood risk. I mean, this can't be good, right? It just goes to show that this is not stopping. It just continues. Oh, gold prices hit $2,200, and a dramatic outperformance awaits silver. And you know, the censors came on and banged that gold price. The censors, it was what was it? Misinformation. It did hit 2,200, but then it got slammed back down, and we're currently at $2,025.90 an ounce. But hey, censors are everywhere. Gold and silver are expected to climb further in 2024 on expectations that the U.S. Federal Reserve will start cutting interest rates. And as interest rates dip, gold becomes more appealing, compared to alternative investments like bonds. Pay attention. Dollar cost average buy silver, buy gold. What is dollar cost average? Choose an amount of money every check or every time you get money. Doesn't matter what it is. Choose a certain amount that you can afford. What is it? $20? Is it $50? Is it $100? Doesn't matter. The same amount every single check. Go purchase silver. Go purchase gold. Purchase whatever you can. Try to walk out of there with no change in fiat. Try to walk out of there with all silver and or gold. Most of us are going to be buying silver, as gold is a lot more expensive. It's called dollar cost average. Get into it. Pretty soon, it's going to be too expensive. Please believe. When Amazon's new AI tool answers shoppers, who benefits? Y'all know Amazon got a new artificial intelligence chatbot. Amazon.com has begun rolling out a new artificial intelligence assistant that is meant to address shoppers' product questions, but the feature raises many questions as it does answers. Rufus, as the software is known, will help users, according to Amazon, by guiding them to the toaster ovens or dinosaur toys that best fit their needs. Yet Amazon has a history of steering customers towards products that most benefit Amazon, either because they are more profitable or are backed by advertising dollars. Amazon is combating an antitrust lawsuit by the Federal Trade Commission, which alleges the Seattle firm operates a pay-to-play system, giving top billing for the products on which marketers were willing to spend the most. And the agency noted that Amazon frequently pushes its private label brands to the top of search results, even when other goods may be higher quality or at a better price. The company has denied these claims and said it will contest the suit in court. The company declined to comment. The company, you know what this is. You know where it's going. Self-proclaimed Bitcoin inventor claims are a brazen lie. This is alleged in London court. Y'all hear about this? This guy is saying he invented Bitcoin. This dude right here, check him out. He's Australian computer scientist. He claims he's the inventor of Bitcoin. Lawyers representing Jack Dorsey-backed group told a London court on Monday as a legal battle over the ownership of the cryptocurrency began. Craig Wright says he is the author of a 2008 white paper, the foundational text of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, published in the name of Satoshi Nakamoto. He argues this means he owns the copyright in the white paper and has intellectual property rights over the Bitcoin blockchain. I think this is worthy of news, y'all. But the Crypto Open Patent Alliance, who is that? Whose members include Twitter founder Dorsey's payment firm Block, is asking London's High Court to rule that Wright is not Satoshi. The 5-week hearing, at which Wright will give evidence from Tuesday, is the culmination of years of speculation about the true identity of Satoshi. Wright first publicly claimed to be Satoshi in 2016 and has since taken legal action against cryptocurrency developers and exchanges. COPA, however, says Wright has never provided any genuine proof, accusing him of repeatedly forging documents to support his claim, which Wright denies. I think this is interesting. This is very interesting. Watch out for this guy. I wonder, I'm not talking any mess or anything. I wonder if this guy's suicidal. I hope he's not. CNN Business snapped to lay off 10% of its staff, cutting approximately 500 jobs. TikTok piece. U.S. sends top Treasury official to China to discuss the economy. In the midst of their stock market crash, a team of 5 U.S. Treasury Department officials is traveling to Beijing this week for a series of meetings on the economy with their counterparts in China. The trip by senior officials comes ahead of a planned return to China by Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen later in 2024. The high-level U.S. delegation will be led by Jay Shambaugh, Treasury's Undersecretary for International Affairs. U.S. officials plan to have frank conversations about China's trade tactics, a thorny subject that has united many in Washington, and that former President Donald Trump has vowed to aggressively attack by imposing massive tariffs. Specifically, the Treasury delegation plans to raise China's use of non-market economic practices and industrial overcapacity, the official said. In the past, Yellen has called out China for unfair practices, including erecting barriers for foreign firms to enter the coveted market and taking coercive actions against American firms. I don't think this is good, y'all. I hope y'all paying attention. I'm paying attention. This stuff can get real serious. So, with that being said, y'all go ahead. Just, listen. I'm going to need you to sign up for the email list. Welcome to thefoundation.com. Sign up for this email list. You're going to get a notification. You're going to go to a page. It's going to say you got to check your email. You got to confirm. You don't have to confirm. I would say that it's like a test, but it's not a test. It's actually, the email provider, they upgraded their terms of service, and that's no longer required. So don't worry. If you see that page, you're signed up. Also, as always, we are offering private, personal, potential. No, I'm just playing. Let me quit playing. We are offering personal, private invites to our private side of welcometothefoundation.com. It is a luxury experience. If you want to check it out, email me, admin@welcometothefoundation.com. Check it out. We have a silver tier trustee training, still the most affordable trustee training ever offered here at the foundation. Unfortunately, if you missed the previous offer, I apologize, but the price has increased to $1,000. But it's still a great, wonderful, and luxurious way to invest in your private education. It's still worth it. I would say it's a value of about $9,000. Let's just be honest. Link in the description to sign up. Also, how to start a business, $20. Start your business, $20. $20. We use the system of interrelating trusts. So, businesses are important. But, $20. Link in the description. Start your business. I really went into it. I went to 12. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a course. You have forever access. You will never lose access. One time, $20. That's it. We also have the Foundation magazine. Cybersecurity Volume 2 is currently on the presses. It's pressing up now. I think we're going to get them next week. We have the digital edition. We have the print edition. You can sign up. Link in the description. And finally, you have a luxurious day. I appreciate y'all checking out current events. Y'all have a great week. Enjoy yourself. Take care of yourself. Make sure you say 10 things that you're thankful for before you go to sleep tonight and every night. It's very important. And I will catch you tomorrow on the next current events. Peace, y'all.